On anything I want?
Oh, I thought you had a...
Good.
Well,
Well, let me talk about poverty.
I thought you had a...
No, you make up.
That was me.
That's something that's important.
I think that was me that had.
You're on the on-deck circle, sir.
Yeah, the issue of poverty is critical because for me, poverty is free enterprise not reaching people. Today, we have anti-poverty programs that don't cure poverty. We don't cure poverty in America. Our anti-poverty programs have become, in some instances, a way of life, a lifestyle. Now, we do need anti-poverty programs. You can't have free enterprise without them, but not as a way of life. And so I have a very specific proposal on this, and in 60 seconds I can't describe it all, but it basically turns the program over to states. It allows states to design innovative programs that cure poverty, because I think Nikki Haley will do a better job curing poverty than Barack Obama.
You are the avalanche, one world away. My make-believing while I'm wide awake. Just a trick of light to bring me back around again. Those wild eyes, a psychedelic silhouette. I never meant to fall for you, but
Ask you just going back to immigration. In the last debate, you listed your series of accomplishments in the Senate. One thing you left off was immigration reform. Is it the case that in your list of accomplishments you can't mention that?
Well, no, it's not the case. It didn't pass, and we haven't solved immigration in this country. It's still a problem. It is worse today than it was 3 years ago, which is worse than it was 5 years ago. And it has to be confronted and solved. But the only way forward on this issue, you asked a question about flexibility. Let me tell you about that. One of the things that you need in leadership is the ability to understand that to get things done, you must figure out the way to get it done. You will not pass comprehensive immigration reform. People do not trust the federal government. They want to see the law being to see illegal immigration come under control. They want to see that wall. They want to see E-Verify. They want to see all of these things working, and then they will have a conversation with you about what do you do with people that have been here a long time that are otherwise, not criminals. But they're not going to do it until you first enforce the law.
Dr. Carson, I have a...
Imagine, the leader of a G8 country boards a government aircraft in his nation's capital. He flies 12 hours to Vladivostok, Russia. Once there, he enters a hotel room. He orders his Minister of International Trade to sign a secret agreement with the Chinese government. This agreement will not be debated or voted on in Parliament. It will be ratified by Cabinet, once again in secret. So, is this a scene from the latest Bond movie? Sadly, no. It is the further adventures of Stephen Harper. Who is this guy? Since when do Canadian Prime Ministers sign secret agreements with the Chinese in Russia? Was Dr. Evil there? Was there a naked lady painted entirely in gold? Don't get me wrong, I'm not anti-trade. I expect that my government is out there negotiating trade agreements with countries, some of them totalitarian regimes. But that doesn't mean we have to act like them. Call me old-fashioned, but I believe citizens have a right to have some clue what their government is doing. And it's not like we haven't done this before. Canada signed a free trade agreement with the United States in 1988, but it was debated in Parliament. Heck, there was an election on it. We all got to vote on it. And by the way, that trade agreement with the United States, our closest friend and ally, could be canceled by either party with 6 months' notice. This agreement with the Chinese, 15 years' notice. Apparently, they insisted on that. Look, I have no idea if this agreement is a good thing or a bad thing, but I know this. This fetish for secrecy has to stop. This government got elected by promising to be accountable and transparent. By avoiding the accountable, they become more transparent every day.
For this life and where they keep it. It's kinda sad when you don't know the meaning, but everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I don't even know what I should say, cause I'm an idiot, a loser, microphone abuser. I analyze every second I exist, beating up my mind every second with my fists. And everybody wanna run, everybody wanna hide from the gun. You can take a ride through this life if you want, but you can't take the edge off the knife. No sir. And now you want your money back, but you're denied, cause your brain's fried from the sack. And there ain't nothing I can do, cause life is a lesson, you'll learn it when you're through. I know why you wanna hate me,
One of the major projects that the George Centre for Healthcare Innovation is embarking on is a study of 1 million teenagers in India. We're very interested to find out what are their healthcare problems, the characteristics of Indian teenagers who have health problems, and look at how they access healthcare so that we may in the future determine ways in which we can improve their healthcare and essentially, because they are the citizens of the world, improve the health of people in India generally. Well, at this point in time, I think we're aware, some of the research is suggesting that we're likely to find a number of teenagers have significant mental health problems. We're aware that suicide is a significant problem amongst Indian teenagers. We also believe that there'll be issues to do with road traffic injuries, a major cause of morbidity in Indian teenagers. There will likely be reproductive and sexual health problems. So we're going to look at some of the health conditions that affect those teenagers now, but also look at some of the behaviours and environmental factors that may lead them to develop chronic disease problems in future. So for example, we're mindful that there's that transition from young people from undernutrition to overnutrition, so increasing levels of obesity, for example. So we want to try to look at what are some of the factors that might be associated with future chronic disease. I would hope within 10 years we start to see some very useful findings. We start to have a clear understanding of what are the health problems of adolescents in India. We start to understand how they can access health care. We start to understand how we can intervene to improve prevention services, to improve healthcare management services. We believe that the sorts of findings we'll produce in this study should have implications for how we provide healthcare services for adolescents more broadly outside India and indeed globally.
Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square can shine as bright as you, I swear it's true. Hey there Delilah, don't you worry about the distance, I'm right there. If you get lonely, give this song another listen, close your eyes. Listen to my voice, it's my disguise, I'm by your side. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. Hey there Delilah, I know times are getting hard, but just believe me girl, someday I'll pay the bills with this guitar. We'll have it good, we'll have the life we knew we would, my word is good. Hey there Delilah, I've got so much left to say. If every simple song I wrote to you would take your breath away, I'd write it all. Even more in love with me you'd fall, we'd have it all. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 1,000 miles seems pretty far, but they've got planes and trains and cars. I'd walk to you if I had no other way. Our friends would all make fun of us and we'll just laugh along, because we know that none of them have felt this way. Delilah, I can promise you that by the time we get through, the world will never ever be the same, and you're to blame. Hey there, Delilah, you be good and don't you miss me. 2 more years and you'll be done with school, and I'll be making history like I do. You'll know it's all because of you. We can do whatever we want to. Hey there, Delilah, here's to you. This one's for you. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me.
Your show now, so what's it gonna be? 'Cause people will tune in. How many train wrecks do we need to see before we lose touch? Oh, and we thought this was low. Well, it's bad, getting worse. So where'd all the good people go? I've been changing channels, I don't see them on the TV shows. Where'd all the good people go? We got heaps and heaps of what we sold. They got this and that with a rattle attack testing 1, 2, man, what you gonna do? Bad news, misused, got too much to lose. Give me some truth now, whose side are we on? Whatever you say, turn on the boob tube, I'm in the mood to obey, so lead me astray. And by the way now, where'd all the good people go? I've been changing channels, I don't see them on the TV shows. Where'd all the good people go? We got heaps and heaps of what we sold. Sitting around feeling far away, so far away, but I can feel the debris. Can you feel it? You interrupt me from a friendly conversation to tell me how great it's all gonna be. You might notice some hesitation, 'cause it's important to you, it's not important to me. Well, it's beginning to show, and all I really want to know is where'd all the good people go? I've been changing channels, I don't see them on the TV shows. Where'd all the good people go? then 1, 2, man, what you gonna do? Bad news, misuse. Give me some truth, you got too much to lose. Who's sorry of people anyway? Okay, whatever you say. Wrong or resolute, but in the mood to obey. Station to station, desensitizing the nation. Where all the good people go, going, gone.
Created using Powtoon.
I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet. Sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting tired and I need someone to rely on. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches of it looking at me. Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something